I'm not gonna make you wait for 7 minutes to tell you what it is way later in the video. It's the FE-3805, and there's very good reasons for it. By itself, this tank does 6 of the 15 missions that the Alliance has. In the 279 series alone. I don't know what it does for these two, but I'm assuming these two also have plenty. This tank, by itself, completes missions 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, and 14. By itself, and it can do all of them with honors. Easily. Easily. With battles to spare. With battles to spare. I'm not even kidding. The only one of those missions that I didn't do with this tank, I believe, was number 9. Nope, number 10. This is the only mission that I didn't do with a 3805, and that's because I was bored one day and tried it in the Charioteer, and ended up getting it. But this tank will do that mission too. You just need 900 damage in an artillery piece in order to get that mission done. So the likelihood that that happens is very, very high. On top of all that, you can do all of this with the stock tank completely stock. Like, I mean, stock everything. Obviously, the upgraded radio and engine and everything else help, but the stock gun is the gun you're going to use anyways. And I can't believe that this thing hasn't been changed at all. So, for reference, a lot of these missions have to do with stunning or damaging people or stuff like that. So obviously you want something that can hit many people a lot in a not so long amount of time, because games are not guaranteed to last 5 minutes. There's no other way I can really put that. The games aren't really guaranteed to last 5 minutes. Get something that can hit everywhere constantly with ease above tier 8. This is why you can also use the 207 for this, although it reloads slower. But if you get this tank and you put a gun rammer on it, and ventilation, and food, and brothers in arms, the reload goes down to 17.89 seconds. And you can get this all the way down to 16.25 seconds. Those are just numbers, and that means absolutely nothing if the stun time is not good. Except the stun time is 12 seconds at the shortest. It is 12 seconds. I have had times where I have stunned somebody with a non-pen thing, doesn't even damage them, and they've been stunned for a good 17-ish seconds. So by the time they get unstunned, the shell is already in the air to hit them again. And stun them again for another 15 to 20 seconds. If you pen, it is guaranteed to do 22 seconds of stun or more. This is the 12 to 22. You have a very, very, very low chance of doing 22 seconds of stun if you splash. But if you pen, you will have the maximum number here. I have a couple shots that you'll see where I've penned somebody. But legitimately, when I say this tank did these with ease, it's an understatement. So let's see. Missions 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, and 14. I've written them down just so I know which ones are which. Stun a total of 40 different enemy vehicles. This is a mission that's supposed to take 10 games, and I got it done in 4-ish. I got it done in the 5th game, but I only had to stun 3 more people. Granted, the games took a good 6+ minutes. So, that's longer than it takes normally. Confederate Awards. This one, I got done in 3 games. Stun people for 1,300 seconds. Okay, how this is supposed to go, mathematically, you're supposed to have 130 seconds of stun per game. That's a stretch for a lot of artillery. Not even close for this thing. That is 10 shots. Or In other terms, you can get this done in 2 minutes. Don't even have to do any damage. You just have to stun them, and the stun range is huge. At, I believe it was 6 games in, you're supposed to be at 780 seconds. I was at 1,115 in 6 games, which means I was literally 175 seconds, or no, sorry, 185 seconds off of the normal thing, and honors was only another 200 seconds. Mission number 10. This is the one I did in the Charioteer, but you can only do 9. You only have to do 900 damage. It's not that hard in this thing. You do 100, 120 a hit, and you're going to be stunning things anyways, so this is really easy. And then this one. Done in 4 games. Maybe it was luck, but when you can stun someone constantly, this is not hard. And also, all you have to do to make this way easier is just carpet bomb whoever your platoon mates are fighting. Platoon up with like an AE phase 1 or something that can just be aggressive in the fight, or a Tortoise or something, and just carpet bomb whatever they're fighting. And they'll just be shooting constantly, and enemy will be stunned the whole time. And you will get this no problem. Alternatively, get lucky and find somebody that is just sitting in the open when they get spotted, which is what happened in my game 4. There's a 263 that was out in the open, and everybody shot him. Made me nervous a little bit, because people weren't damaging him, but that ended up happening. And then mission 14, just damaged 30 people in 7 games. I started this mission with 9 people damaged in 1 game. Yes, that is lucky, I know. I got Prokhorovka on the very first game, and it took a little bit. But, still, that's a third of the mission done in 1 game, and it's supposed to take 7 games. Legitimately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions that this thing can do all by itself. Easily. I don't know if it can do the crit mission, which, spoiler alert, I got it, finally. I have a different strategy for that. That's next week's video. You may not like the strategy for this, but it's not artillery, so we'll get there. This thing, you may get this mission done with this, but artillery is so unwieldy. Like, when you have a mission like this, you want to make as few mistakes as possible, and artillery is a class that will make mistakes for you, no matter how good you are. As for the tank itself, 3805, there's not much really to say. It's a box with a gun. Only 1 exists in the world, I think, and they're restoring it. The power to weight is only 15.5 with the field mods I have, and the top speed's 40. You're going to reach that 40 kph constantly. Going up hills, you'll go at steady 37, 38, so I was very surprised by that. Traverse speed was super quick, although I have a traversing mechanism on it, so I thought that was better than a gun laying drive, because the aim time on this thing is not that bad at all. 3.78 seconds. That's faster than some of the tanks I have in my garage. So the mobility's good, accuracy's good, the stun time is fantastically good, like I don't know how it's this good. And you can do all of this while stock. This is the hidden gem of these missions. And yeah, you can do all these missions normally, actually. Some of these you have to use artillery, so you might as well get an artillery piece, because some of these missions, like this one, require that you play artillery, which is not necessarily good. I could see why. There's an even spread. If there's 15 missions, I believe there's 2 for artillery and 3 for every other class, or at least sort of geared that way. But still, I know that playing artillery is very annoying for a lot of players who just don't enjoy it at all. And I can see how they don't enjoy it, because it's not very involving, so to speak. It also, usually you don't do as good if you are playing artillery versus other tanks. Some people can manage it. Dr. Nix can manage it. I'm not sure how that guy manages to get 60% win rate in all of his tanks, all of his artillery, but yes, he's just a magician. But some of these require that you play artillery. And since you need to get an arty anyways to do these missions, accept no substitutes.